You want to cuddle? Okay, come here. No. Thank you. Are you ready for your media debut? Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I am taking a little bit of time to give a close-up to my brand new foster. So my previous foster, Paco, who you guys met a couple of videos ago when I did a day in my life, got adopted. He got adopted by an incredible family. He has a huge yard with a 6-foot privacy fence. He has a little girl that loves him. He has 2 cats and just a wonderful home to spend the rest of his days in. So I'm so excited for him. He was super special to me. He was the longest I had ever had a foster. I had him for almost 5 months. So I got really attached to him and it was really hard to let him go. But I always told myself that I wouldn't let them go unless it was to the perfect home. And I feel that way about Doogie too. Like I feel that way about every dog. But this home for Paco literally is the perfect home. The mother sends me pictures all the time. She is also a former foster for our organization and for other organizations. So she knows how important that relationship is. So she has been so wonderful, sends me pictures, just lets me know how he's doing. This past weekend, I went over and visited him. So it's been really special and really great. And I'm so excited for Paco. So that was 2 weeks ago. And literally like 3 hours after I dropped Paco off at his forever home, I went and picked up this guy from the shelter. So his name is Doogie. That's his name on the website and like technically his name when he came in. But we have been calling him Doogie. And I think he's much more a Doogie than he is a Dugong. Like he's just, oh, hello. Hello, sir. You know, his first couple days here, he was pretty indifferent to Cedric. But the last like 2 days, he has become obsessed with Cedric. Like he wants to be his friend and play with him so badly. It's kind of precious because Ced is like a bully and thinks he's too good for like literally the entire world. And Doogie is just like, please play with me. Like he's the kid on the playground that is just like, I really hope the cool kids want to play with me today. And in this scenario, Ced's the cool kid, which like, I don't agree with that. Like Ced's a turd, like let's be real, but he has convinced everyone with his super high self-esteem that he is like king shit. So alas, they have really developed a friendship the last couple days and it's been precious. Okay, get out the way. This isn't about you, Ced. This is about Doogie. This is about Doogie. Let me tell you a little backstory on my boy. So Doogie was at our shelter for about 2 weeks before I took him into foster, so I got to know him a little bit. As you guys know, I do a weekly volunteer shift at the shelter, so I did get to know him throughout the 2 shifts that I did there, but I mean, not a ton. 2 weeks isn't a ton of time to get to know a dog. I knew I wanted to foster him because I knew he was really sweet, and I knew he was really scared, and I figured he would really benefit from being in a home and getting to learn how to dog again, basically. So like I said, literally 3 hours after I dropped Paco off, I went to the shelter, I picked Doogie up and I brought him home. Actually, if you go back to my volunteer with me vlog, he's in that vlog. That was like the day that he had like just arrived and I didn't even know what his name was, but he was so precious, I remember. So if you want to get my first reactions of Doogie, you can actually go back and watch that vlog. Another super obvious reason why I was drawn to him is because, as you can tell from his sweet face, he is part Shar-Pei. He has the body of a pit bull and his face is kind of pit bullish too. But his nose is like straight up Shar-Pei. Like it is broad. It is like, I mean, he's got Shar-Pei in him without a doubt. And I love me a Shar-Pei. I have a Shar-Pei. My personal dog is a Shar-Pei, and I had another one before who passed away a couple years ago. So I'm a Shar-Pei girl, and I love that he's part Shar-Pei. He's so cute with his big nose. Everyone at the shelter was saying that he, you know, compared to the other dogs there, he looks like he got stung by a bee and like his nose is just like super inflamed. So it's just precious. I was really drawn to him for his looks and because he's part Shar-Pei, and I'm just a Shar-Pei girl. A lot of times when dogs come into the city shelter, they'll come in as strays. So Doogie was not a stray, actually. In fact, he came into the shelter with a German Shepherd, and he was brought in because his owner passed away and the family could no longer care for both of them. So he was technically an owner surrender. My honest guess would be that he is no more than a year old. He still at times definitely has puppy tendencies.
Oh my God, he's so cute. I could die. I could literally die over how cute he is. Look at his little body. Look at him. He's just curled up. Oh, so good boy. This is a good boy. Look at that big schnoz. Look at that big schnoz.
I have a yoga class in about an hour and a half, so I need to get some food into me and suck down the rest of this coffee. Let's go to the kitchen. He looks sound asleep now, but the second I open up the bagels, he'll be right by my feet. You just wait. Look at him sitting there with his eyes open. He'll be up, don't worry. There's one of them. Hello, ma'am. Thanks for joining us. Glad to see you. Oh, there comes the other one. Hello. Did you hear my breakfast food? Can I help you, sir? Now, it might seem obvious to you, but the obvious isn't always obvious. Each foster dog is different. They each have their own personalities. They each have their own quirks, their own likes, their own dislikes, their own past and their own traumas. Which is why I always remind people that you need to give your foster dog time to relax, settle in, feel safe, and feel willing to show you their personality. People are the exact same way. If you walk into a new restaurant or a new social setting, a bar, whatever it is, and you're meeting all these new people, you don't automatically throw every aspect of your personality at that group of people at once. You just don't. And if someone did that, I'd be like, whoa, take it easy, bro. Like, I just met you. Like, we make it a point to take it slow and to get to know people in steps. Dogs are the same way. They need to know that they can trust you. They need to know that they feel safe. And especially with rescue dogs, they need to know that you're not gonna like be mean to them or get rid of them or dump them or kick them or do all these other things that a lot of the dogs that come through our doors have had done to them before. Doogie is my 7th foster. And in the 2 weeks I've had him, this is what I've learned about him. Number 1, he's 100% crate trained. When I have to leave the house, I throw a couple treats in his crate, he walks right in, he curls up in a ball, eats the treats, and never makes a peep. At nighttime, when it's time to go to bed, he literally will put himself to bed, walk into his crate, and like just be hanging out waiting for me to shut the door and give him his treat. So he actually really does great in a crate, and I think he finds comfort in it, honestly. Number 2, he loves my cat, and he's done pretty good with my senior special needs dog as well. Honestly, I said good and not great because my dog is senior, she's special needs, she's blind, and she's just queen of the house. And so she's really at that stage in her life where she wants to like eat, nap, shit, and repeat. Like, those are the things she wants to do. She wants her belly rubbed. She wants to be told what a good girl she is. Like, that's what she wants to do. She's really past the playing stage of her life. And Doogie really wants to play. So sometimes he will try and engage her in play a little bit, and she has to like snarl at him, like, just like that. And he'll get the picture fine, but he still has like tried a little bit to play with her, and I'm like, dude, ain't gonna work. Like, it's not her. Like, she ain't the girl for you. Other than that, he's been great with her. Number 3, he's super timid and kind of afraid of the world. He's definitely gotten to the point where he's comfortable in the house, but leaving the house, there's a lot of stimuli going around, and I can tell it all really freaks him out and scares him. So one of the things I've been doing is taking him on walks, 1 every day, and that's been really good for his confidence. I can tell he doesn't love them. He tends to just like kind of walk right next to me or even behind me because he's like trying to use me as protection. Like, he's just scared. Like, someone will turn on a car and he'll jump, or a neighbor will come out and he'll be leery of them. Like, he's just very scared of things, and the only way to kind of get them past that per se is to like encourage them and give them like more access to it, like take him more places, do more things, and like gently encourage him and give him praise when he's brave and does a good job. Another thing he's super strangely fearful of is the car. And it's not just like he's like, oh, I don't like the car. Like, he is deathly afraid of the car. Like, I would open the car door and he would curl into a little ball and just like quiver and like start backing away slowly. Like, he's afraid of the car. I don't know what. So I would have to like get him to calm down and then pick him up and put him in the back seat. So car was scary. Again, the only way to really break this is to give them repetition and give them praise and encourage them when they do a good job. So when I've been running errands, like going to the grocery store or going to Target or just quick little things, I will bring him with me and I will encourage him to jump in the car himself and kind of take my time and work through these things with him. And slowly but surely, he's gotten so much better in the car. He sits in the back seat much calmer, and he's been getting to the point where he can jump in and and jump out himself. So big progress there. A fun thing that I have learned about him in the last like 2-ish days is that he loves to play fetch. Now this might seem like a small thing, like Carrie, it's a dog. Of course he loves to play fetch. Not so, okay, not so. This is the first dog I've had that likes to play fetch. Paco would maybe fetch for like 1 or 2 times and then he was like, nah bro, I'm over this. Like none of my other fosters like to play fetch. My personal dogs never like to play fetch. Like fetch is just not something as a dog owner I've ever had to deal with. So having a dog that is like, will play fetch as many times as I want to throw it is like so fun. We got a dumping of snow the other night, but still he wanted to go and play in the snow and play fetch. It was so precious. It was so wonderful. And it was so encouraging to see him being playful and being excited and feeling comfortable enough to be playful. Honestly, I've learned a lot about him in just like the 2.5 weeks I've had him. Okay, I need to finish this bagel and then let's go outside and I can show you how he likes to play fetch. Oh my God, I'm like 50 shades of beige right now. I will. This is the toy. You just wait. Look at it. He's gotta go pee first. Oh my gosh, it's so bright out here. Come on, I was just telling him how much you like to play fetch. Now he doesn't want to play fetch. Oh, figures. Hey, go get it. Good boy. Go get it. Good boy. Handsome. This is our neighbor dog, Ace. He loves to play with him through the fence. He's like, play with me, please. It's a huge goal of mine to be able to shine a light on the rescue world, but also on the fostering side of rescue because it is so, so important. It's so incredibly rewarding and it's not as complicated as a lot of people make it out to be. So I'm here to show you that and make it attainable and make it fun because it really is so much fun. And Doogie here just proves that even more. Foster number 7, you guys. Foster number 7. And it just gets better and better. If you have any specific questions about fostering, put them down in the comments below. I would love to answer them. If you are interested in adopting my guy Doogie, I will leave a link to his adoption page down below. All right, Doogie's gotta take a nap and I gotta get my butt to yoga. So I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Doogie says, thanks so much for watching. And remember, adopt, don't shop. He also says, hey lady, shut up and rub my belly.